a CC target. Now we got Nocturne on the opposite side. But yeah, you drop that, you drop Mom on top of that, right? You just get a bunch of layering damage. And obviously it's not.
And back the goal is just get a grub and get out. They're actually TPing in. He did get that smite. So he'd be happy just to leave now.
They're actually looking for the fight here as they want to take down Gideon. And it's not quite going to happen, but they do bully them out. Oh, that flash handshake, though, on a Lahens. And there you go, first blood. Smolder wasn't on my bingo card, though. Looks like, bro, second objective, just like that. Ocean Dream, I hope, for Nongshim. And they're just going to get one and get out and just try to deny the objective. Cocoon lands, but a cleanse, and Bull is just fine. As now the equalizer comes in after all of that. Palu in a bit of a rough spot, but he has the ability to maybe survive. No, he's going to go down, and Bessa as well. Morgan going way too deep. He's out, and that's 3 kills for Nongshim just like that.
Yeah, huge team fight comes out from Nongshim. They did the homework this time. They were prepared, so much more ready. Unfortunately, they was picked up as a denial, but we'll see what they can get done here. They are looking.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going in with the dive, trying to get that back line, but it's just the Kalista ult once again to bounce up the Nocturne, but now, no, he's just going to be burnt to a crisp by the Rumble. Morgan finally takes out the Kalista, but at what cost? So many low health bars, though. Closer has the chase potential. That's a double kill for the Aurora. The rest of Bro just hang around the top side of the map and just give this one up, so.
Yeah, it's good that Nongshim able to get this. I guess Bro not really coming in. TP from King in. Can Gideon get there in time? I don't think so.
So they're going to give the pizza strength, and then they're going to go for the fight. The Renata Glass Gulch here just to try to get out, but look at the Wombo combo coming in, as we do have a kill from Closer to start out, though, and everybody survived, and now this Mbessa is just running wild, but again, not very fed. King in level 11 as well, but we're seeing a lot of like, okay, I'm going to equalize her now, and okay, now we're going to throw in the Elise, and how about we, you know,
I think
it's not like, it's not as
substantial. Like, yes, it's not like on Fisher. I'm not saying Fisher's not doing his job.
Oh boy. Well, we're in a lot of trouble here for Jiwoo as there's just no escape. Hambach again making a play, and he's got one target. It's the Kalista every single time. Lens.
He's gone. Where'd he go?
Wait. Why was he there? That's a ton of damage, though, from the Rumble and the one-tap with the auto. And an equalizer here. Kingan's like, all right, well, the Hens did that, but I am Kingan, and I am looking to get some extra kills on the board. Flash forward, but now the rest of the team is here. This is getting real messy as coming down is Bob Fisher looking for some extra kills. Bold, a nice flash away from the Q by the Sejuani there. You can at least try to beat it, right? There's not a lot of vision rounds here. As there's the Cocoon, and you have so much follow-up. Somebody had to check, and this time, unfortunately, it is Palu.
I don't think losing a dragon here is that big of an issue. The question really is going to be, what can you do with this Atakan? We've seen games before where you get the Atakan buff and you take, you know, 4 or so towers in a push. This is what Nongshim should be looking to do.
How often is he going to play that? And then he had to go up against a Fed Rumble. But now they're looking for Lahens. And here's an equalizer, pretty good, and the follow-up into Hambach as we are just jumping on in, taking down the Nocturne, and looking for a bit more. Closer has to go.
Interaction coming out there, but ultimately Nongshim get what they want. At least not the target you want to go for. I mean, with the Atakan buff, it doesn't really matter if you die, but the fact you have Kalista ult and the Repel, easy to shake stuff away, and now they get towers they want in the bot lane. They're looking mid as well. If they can get 4 towers here, I think that is very much a successful use of the buff.
Yeah. You don't have to 5-man dive. You don't have to give them the extra blood petals and gold. But that's more fun, right? Unless, wow, that's a lot of, wow. I mean, Jiwoo, he's kind of out of the fight now, and he will be taken out. Hambach, he is going for those flowers. He is going for that 100 gold, and you know what? The backline is totally just destroyed.
Stack, so like, you know what? It's go time. Jiwoo is on a ward, so they could just kill him.
I mean, they're all on a ward, and Bull just going to face take it with cleanse, and that's going to be good. That's going to be the end of Jiwoo. As now, flash forward, the engaged Renata, and Morgan actually finds an angle. Can he do anything with it is the question, and can they kill Kingan? Another good question, as Hambach, he is not going to be revived. It does look like Kingan eventually should go down to Closer here. They have vision. He's level 16. It is a huge.
It doesn't even feel like they have to put that much effort in. They just drop a couple of ults, and then the fight kind of pans out from there. They do eventually get him, so I don't say where. Oh, do they have Kalista ult? They don't. And
listen, not even there.
You know?
Yeah, well, Dan, I know maybe you're not up. Okay, we'll have to hold the memes. We do have King in a huge angle here, but also Closer in the front line. Paulo is just being beat down right now, but look at Fisher as well. I mean, Bull also pretty strong. Humbug looking for the Q, and one more would have done it.
Yeah, Humbug?
They know he's here. At least they knew somebody was here. And nice fear timing. But now the ult's gonna come in. There's the Mikhail, so you gotta be careful not to go too deep for the Nocturne, as now Closer threatening it. Going on in, has the Zhonya, it's just the paranoia. Will he actually pull the trigger on it is the question. Not quite, but the Q goes in and it's 2 kills. A 2-for-1 deal. One to the Vars, but he messed in! Equalizer, Kingin, and Fisher just burned the entire team down. And just like that, Jiwoo able to kite out Morgan. And yeah, they'll give it to Fisher. He picks up a triple, and just like that,
without the smite.
Varus Q, damage. Yeah, I mean, this is Kingin just dead. That was extremely risky up against these two.
And they're still going!
They're still going. And I mean, okay, it's gonna go to the Callista. There you go.
More gold to close it, but honestly, how much more gold? And everything, it was pretty brutal. So now, Nongshim firmly in control. They've got butter on their hands. It's so slippy.
Well, Morgan's dead. And they are, I would say at this point, just about that. Decently happy.
Yep.
With the way things are going.
Should be able to crack this inhibitor tower. They are taking a decent amount of poke from Bull, so I think he felt a bit too comfortable blast going in there, is all I'm going to say. Oh, King is looking.
He is looking. Still looking. That's a nice Zhonya's. Lahen's nearly dead. Closer going in. He's landed an ult. Humbug is in that back line. They're looking for him. They got the Smolder. And finally we have the Equalizer, but it might not matter. It doesn't really do enough damage. They're at least able to kite out Morgan. And they take him down. Kingin now flashing on in. Hands shook, but he goes into Zhonya's. And that might just be enough. The burn damage is insane. And this Jiwoo is full health, and he's bouncing so quickly at Closer and Bull. Will go the way of Nongshim, and they will take down the 6th Elemental Drain.
There's still a lot of changes, I feel like, in the rosters for these two teams.
Just flap at them. I don't know. And there you go. No cleanse. Bull's dead, I would imagine. Yeah, they just pile all the ults in onto him, and Paulo will follow up. It looks like Nongshim have finally figured it out for now, as Fisher here in mid just taking out.
Can he steal it?
It's going to be Closer to get Vision, but it's too late. Too late.
Keep running Closer. Buy time. This is good.
Okay.
I can picture his face on the desk in dismay.
Yeah. It's a slow burn. These bro games, they gave you so much hope too. But Nongshim were just better. That Equalizer was not better. Yeah, there's Zegon.
There he is.
That really just sums up
hey,
how
he
all
looks
the
like I imagined him.
But, bro, maybe just giving us an extra game. Here goes, bro. That's a very nice ult. Looking for that back line, but I don't think they have the damage. Okay, Morgan going in. He's going to send it, but that's about it. As meanwhile, Lahen's actually buying a lot of time here on the back line. He'll get his own kill as well, just to die. But yeah, this game is over, guys. We had so many kills in this one. 44. Different angle here. Going with the gangplank.
I kind of like it, honestly. I feel like they have the setup already. They have CC for the rest of the composition. The GPL is also really powerful. I am just a normal water guy. Yeah, Guinness, decent said, Yep.
It's because you're half Irish.
I don't know if you know much about Ashe, but she's very auto-attack based. And I don't know if you know much about Jax, but he has this ability. I'm sure people
Why is he still here? Okay, he might die now, actually. In a bit of trouble, in a lot of trouble. Yeah, he's dead. That's going to be first blood. Given over to Nongshim. First turret did go to Going to Leash. And here comes an arrow. Oh, that was so close. Maybe if he had the streamer client, that would have hit. Very nice angle here, trying to get in, but Paulo just gets out of that one as he's able to cancel it out. Level 9, you don't even have a full item.
Wait,
in the enemy jungle.
It's a 6 grubber.
A 6 grubber.
That's what I said. Even. And I think Bro just they want a fair fight. Herald in a minute 30, they're ready to throw down when it takes all.
Yeah, I mean, Bro would never take it. Cannon Barrage going to come down here. He's got barrels. That wave is gone. Can they kill him through this? Paulo is dead, and Kingen says, well, I'm just going to try to...
Yep, for Bro, but they lose the tower top, so I guess he's in trade for Bro.
It's always an even trade for Bro.
Oh, but the hell waking up to.
Yeah,
this is a show. This is the Bro down.
Gideon has been, you know, frightened by the play so far. Palu getting kited out here. And yeah, Gideon, he had enough. He just ran away.
Wait, Kingen's not here. He does have TP, but he's not here. And he doesn't have ultimate. So maybe Bro just take this?
Yeah, Nongshim, I think you shouldn't take a page out of Bro's handbook this time around. You should definitely fight over this. A huge objective with the feat strength. Kingen just killing the turret instead, and Siu has cleanse, so they're just going to give it away.
You know what? Nongshim, they saw the red. How we talk about feats of strength and Dragon's Soul, you know, soul feat.
Yeah, that's cool. We have Palu in a bit of trouble, but he is Leona. They are doing everything they can to take him out, and he will go down, but Gideon is the trade, and Lehens as well, so Bro do fight back, and here comes Fisher, gonna get the flash out of Morgan. Kingen says, thank you very much. I will clean that up and pick up.
Yeah, this should be secured by Nongshim. No real... I mean, maybe a steal from Closer? No, they're gonna wait for the jungler.
Yeah.
That's no fun. Oh,
what? What? Okay. So they spawned on the bottom side of the map this time.
Oh, neat. Oh, do we get a verification on which Atacana it is? That would be pretty giga shot.
Yeah. That respect.
Oh.
Absolutely. Arrow gonna sail wide, and now they're re-engaging. This is a very squishy Rel, but now the engage coming in from Gideon. Tons of damage on the Hambach, and now Fisher, he's desperately still finding the Azir angle. He can't find a single one in this game.
You know, maybe it's like a World's winning ult. We'll be like,
yeah.
This is where he started, now he's here.
Oh, nice little angle from Fisher. That's a nice amount of harass damage. Now Palu in a rough spot, and the burst onto the two of them. They just pop like balloons. And now Bro have no chance of going for this Atakan. Still ahead on gold, but that doesn't matter in this game, let's be real.
Yeah, Nongshim able to secure the Voracious Atakan, and this is a pretty huge buff to get. Just good play. No one went for any unnecessary shuffles, and they just cleaned up on Bro. And now, it's kind of one of these situations as well, are just unwavering.
They are going in. They are going in. They don't care about revives. You think they care about the new rules of the Rift? No, absolutely not. And Fisher still looking for it.
But Bro are different. They're killing you for the pride. So they'll engage regardless. Unfortunately, that didn't pan out for them. Now Ocean Soul going over to Nongshim, which will help mitigate some of the poke harass.
Incredibly wrong. You should be totally fine to take this one down. As the Ezreal gonna do a bit of damage, maybe looking for the steal here is Hambach, but he's late. Now looking to take him down. Lehens gets a decent angle with that one, but the knockup from the Zyra ult is actually doing pretty well to this frontline Bro, trying to get as much as they possibly can. They're gonna get 2 kills, and maybe a bit more here. Flash on in from Morgan, very nice. As Kingen, maybe a bit too scary. He is on the internet, yes. He is playing with the rest of the team, between Ruler and Jew so far in this game. Ooh, we are feeling it. But yeah, it's so difficult to engage into this Maokai, as that is a massive Zyra ultimate, though. Gonna knock up 4 of them, and now a bit of damage coming in. The poke as well from the Ezreal. He's still flanking to this day.
Yeah.
Just gonna take a blue buff, and actually maybe a Zyra as well. Hambach just kind of going for a little walk in the...
About Fauna.
There you go. Well, here's the engage onto Eclipse Leona. They don't seem to care, though, because they have enough damage. They're far enough ahead, and the zoning is huge with the barrels and the Cannon Barrage. So, there you go. Nongshim just kind of taking whatever they want at this point, looking for the inhibitor in the top lane. Closer desperately telling them to back off, and they will. They'll only take the inhibitor. Well, maybe next time. The arrow this time is going to hit. Jiu is also going to tank it up like a Giga Chan himself. He's going to go down, and so is Lehens. And all of a sudden, Bro get a couple of kills.
And Elder's up in 10 seconds. It's winnable.
How is this happening?
It's just another Bro. Oh! That didn't do as much damage as I thought it would.
Yeah. I guess not quite the tempo he was looking for. That did a lot more.
Yeah.
A lot. That was Leona.
Yeah. Train for the crit, I guess.
Yeah.
It's 3v4. Junglers both up. Let's see what happens.
I believe in Nongshim. Oh, the timing, Fisher! He finally figured it out. It was perfect when he needed it most, and he lives until the very end, until he dies. Kingen still here, bro. He's like, I'm gonna solo this. You can't solo that.
Wait, he's TPing the end.
He's TPing.
He's going.
He's going into the. Wait, there's not a
minion. Wait, the Elder. I don't think Bull's
like, wait, you have smite. Oh no, what am I gonna do?
I'm dying. What is going on? Okay, they got the Elder to go in, and you know, it works out pretty okay.
He did some damage. He even flashed defense. Take Zodia.
They have a lot of stuff. But do they have the power of friendship?
I mean, maybe not as much as Bro, but I think they'll take the 2-0 instead. I think they'll be happy with it this time around for Nongshim.
Oh, the arrow.
This time gonna connect onto Palu, and the engage is clean as well. Lahan's getting it done at the very end, as Morgan as well, just being burned to a crisp. The Elder Dragon is too strong, and Nongshim are too strong tonight as they will take the 2-0 over the Bros. The generous Giga Chads will give it to them this time. And Nongshim...
Who else are you voting for, realistically?
I was about to say Palu. I'm like, he had a good series. I don't know. Like, actually, not sarcastic.
That sounded toxic for a second.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess nobody else. Lahens for playing support elite.
Look, you got to think, like, sometimes...
No.
Yeah. I mean, it's a no-brainer, because he did big number, big damage. That's the easy one to vote for. But he's also the correct one to vote for. He's the double whammy, you know?
It's hard to miss on this one.
It is hard to miss. And he didn't really miss. With his equalizers, with his barrels, with the vibes in general, I think.
With the decision to stay bot and take the turret and not TP to the Rift Herald fight, you remember that? Give over the feats of strength. He's like, I don't care, I'm scaling.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the feat. Did TP top to try and end with no wave, though. That was very funny.
He did do that, yeah.
He was feeling himself. He's like, I could solo this turret without any... No, I can't. Eventually realized, no.
That was a great series. We had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did as well. But we have the interview ready to go. Let's hand it over to Deer for the translation.
Thank you very much. This is Deer for the POM interview translation, joined by Kingen on the side of Nongshim Redforce, who took down OKC Saint BRION. Congratulations, how do you feel?
패배로 사실 장로팀한테 민폐 끼치는 게 아닌가 이런 좀 불편한 생각도 들었는데요. 오늘 승리로 그런 감정을 떨쳐낼 수 있어서 기분 좋은 것 같습니다.
But with today's victory, I think we were able to come back and overcome those feelings. And you got such a high damage Rumble play in Game 1 and Gameplay after that as well. So how are you able to upkeep this output?
첫 경기, 두 경기
I think
전부
our
다
team
상대가 좀
synergy
뚜벅이
actually
챔피언들이 있었는데
really paid
이제
off,
럼블이랑
and I think the
갱플랭크라는
draft
챔피언 특성상 좀 그런 뚜벅이
with
챔프들한테 강점이
how
있어서
Rumble
그래서
and
딜량을 좀 잘
Gameplay
나왔습니다.
also
사실 갱플랭크는
does
이번
in
LCK 컵에
a
처음
draft
등장하긴 했습니다.
against
상대 픽을 보고
a lot of the
갱플랭크를
immobile
같이
champions that we had on the enemy team actually worked
사실
out
다른
really well.
챔피언이랑 좀 고민을 했었는데요.
And I actually did consider picking other champions, but
맛보기에
for Gangplank, I think
굉장히 좀 좋은 판이다. 좀 그렇게 생각을 해서 뽑게 된 것 같습니다.
for Game 2, I felt like it was a really good pick, just based on what everything played out during the draft.
정말 독보적인 존재감을 뽐내셨습니다. 오늘 POM
There was so much presence by you in both Games 1 and 2, so I think it's fair to say that you got unanimous player of the match votes. What do you think?
판이라고 생각을
그쵸?
두번 다 해가지고
I guess
한번
I did feel like
좋습니다.
both
이따가
games
제가 분석 데스크에서
I
한번
did
확인해
deserve
드리도록
unanimous
하겠습니다.
votes.
자,
So
그리고 1세트
we'll find
때는 또
out
리헨즈
during
선수의 서폿 앨리스가
the breakdown at the
등장했습니다.
space.
게임 종료
And
후에
in Game
보이스를
1,
들어보니까
Elise support from Lehans
이런
made an
이야기를
appearance.
하시던데 생각보다 좀
And after that game,
아쉬우셨나 봐요.
Lehan
어떤
said
반응이셨나요?
Elise tastes terrible, so perhaps he was more disappointed than expected. What did you think? During the game, I thought it was really good. So when I heard, it tastes terrible, I was like, I don't think it was that bad.
별의별 이상한 챔프 다 해가지고
But to be honest, Lehans besides from Elise, he does pick a lot of these weird champions. And I think Elise is really, it counts as one of his normal picks, honestly. So do you like these kind of strange picks from him? Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that it's really fun to watch and also play from his perspective.
데이터가 있는 챔피언을 해서 상대방의
And having the champion that only you have the data for
되다 보니까 굉장히 좋은 것
is
같아요.
also something that really plays out well.
그리고 농심을 합류하게 된 계기가 지우 리엔즈 선수 때문이다.
And you
이런
said
인터뷰로 봤습니다.
that you joined Nongshim because of Jiu and Lihen's in an interview. So now that you got to play as a team, what do you have to say?
일단
Yeah,
지우
it's just
선수
as
같은
great as
경우에는
expected.
한타 때
And
좀
as for
최적의
Jiu,
딜을 할 수 있는 상황을 스스로 좀 잘 만들어
in
낸다고 생각을
team
했는데
fights, he
그
always
부분 굉장히
tries to come
잘해주고
up
있는 것
with
같고
contributions
지우
to
형은
how
근데
to maximize
제
his
생각보다 훨씬 더
damage
좋은 것
output.
같아요.
So
좀 팀적으로
I think Lihen's
긍정적인
also
영향을 굉장히 많이
does a lot
준다고
of
생각을 해서
positive things
제
during team fights
기대보다
as
더
well.
좋게 되고 있는 것 같습니다.
대기실 가면 칭찬
So I
많이
think
받으실 것
it's been
같은데요.
a lot better than what I had expected.
알겠습니다. 이렇게 해서 이제 농심의 첫 승과 동시에 장로
And with
그룹에게
Nongshim's
5번째
first
승리가
victory, you
정립됐습니다.
secured
현재
Group
지금
Elder's
5대1인
fifth
상황인데요.
victory.
어떻게
And the
생각하세요?
current score is 5-1. What do you
사실상 좀
think?
역전이 힘들지 않나 그렇게 생각을 하고
You know, now I'm just
좀
thinking that it's really
여유롭게
going to be hard
가도
for
장로팀이 이기지 않을까
them to come back.
생각을 하고 있습니다.
그런가요?
So I think
그러면
we
이번
can
주말에
honestly
경기를
start
펼칠
playing
나머지
easy.
4개의
It'll be good.
장로팀원들에게 한 말씀해 주시죠.
And anything you'd like to say to Group
다음
Elder
주도
teams for the weekend matches?
이번 주처럼 정말 다 이겼으면 좋겠습니다. 장로팀 화이팅!
Now I want us to go ahead and keep on winning.
선수와 인터뷰
Group
나눠봤습니다.
Elder
감사합니다.
fighting. And
축하드립니다.
that's the end of the
감사합니다.
interview with Kingen and back to the
스크립
space. Thank you.
Thank you very much, dear, as Nongshim Redforce take down OK Man BRION 2-0. And as was stated in the interview, it is a dominant start here for Group Elder. Welcome back to space for the final time, Tigon, alongside Wolf and Wajid. And yet again, another messy fight, but more importantly, a huge performance here from Kingen.
Yeah, definitely. Kingen made the difference between those two teams. For me, it was kind of dizzy and messy games. Definitely, didn't really kind of enjoy it enough to watch the game. But